Welcome to The Explainer. Every company out there, whether it's a massive global brand or the corner store you love, is really built on a handful of core ideas. So today, we're going to peel back the layers and look at those fundamentals, from the big, dreamy vision all the way down to the day-to-day actions that actually make things happen.
All right, let's kick things off with a bit of a brain teaser. What in the world could Disney's magic possibly have in common with a McDonald's burger? I know, it sounds random, but the answer, well, it gets right to the heart of what makes almost every great business tick. Let's figure it out.
So here's our game plan for the next few minutes. We're going to cover why businesses even exist, how they create a mission to guide them, how they set real specific objectives, this brilliant little tool called the SMART framework, and finally, we'll look at the most common goals that businesses are really after.
So let's jump right in at the very beginning. It's a question that sounds so simple, you might not even think to ask it, but it's probably the most important one of all. Why even start a business in the first place? And you know what? The answer is beautifully simple. A business exists to fill a need. That's it. It finds something that people want or need, whether that's a great cup of coffee, a new app, or some expert advice, and it provides it. If you can meet a customer's needs, you've got a real shot. And the people who get this whole ball rolling, we call them entrepreneurs. These are the folks who see a gap in the market, or they just have this amazing idea that they can't let go of. They are the ultimate risk takers, putting their time, their money, their everything into building something new, and they're ready for the huge rewards of success, but also prepared for the sting of failure. Okay, so once a business is actually up and running, it can't just wander around without a plan. It needs a purpose, right? A North Star that guides every single decision it makes. It needs a mission. And that North Star, that's your mission statement. Now, this isn't about profit margins or sales targets. It's a statement of purpose. It's the answer to the big question, what do we really stand for? And it's designed to get everybody excited, to give your employees a reason to show up and your customers a reason to believe in what you do. Let's look at a classic, Disney. Check out their mission. Notice it doesn't say anything about selling movie tickets or building theme parks. It's to provide quality entertainment. The beauty is in how simple and broad that is. That one powerful idea lets them do everything from animated movies to cruise ships, and it all fits under that same umbrella. Now let's switch gears and look at Asda, which is way more focused. Their mission is all about best value and exceeding customer needs. See, that's not just some nice-sounding phrase on a poster. It's a direct order for every single day. If you work there, you're constantly thinking, is this providing better value? Is this going above and beyond for our customers? And this perfectly shows how a mission can be both simple and crazy ambitious. McDonald's doesn't just want to be a place to eat. They want to be your favorite place. And that right there, that answers our question from the beginning. Both Disney and McDonald's are fueled by a super clear, powerful mission that shapes absolutely everything they do. Having a great mission is fantastic, but it's really just the beginning. You can't run a company on good vibes alone, right? You've got to turn that big, inspiring vision into actual, concrete steps. And that, my friends, is where objectives come in. Think of it like this. Objectives are the roadmap. They take your destination, that big mission, and they break the entire journey down into manageable steps. They give the whole company a clear direction and a way to actually track their progress. Now, what's really important to get here is that this isn't just a random to-do list. There's a whole hierarchy at play. The mission statement is right at the top, and everything, and I mean everything, flows down from it. This structure is what makes sure every single person and every department is pulling in the same direction. So here's how that whole cascade actually works. You start with the mission, the big why. Then that gets translated into corporate objectives for the entire company. And then from there, it gets broken down even more into specific functional objectives. So the marketing team, the finance team, they all know exactly what they need to do to help achieve the bigger picture. Okay, so we need objectives. Got it. But here's the thing. Not all objectives are created equal. To make a goal really, truly effective, you need to be smart about it. Literally. SMART is this awesome little acronym that's like a checklist for making great goals. Your goal needs to be specific, so you know exactly what you're doing, measurable, so you'll know when you've actually hit it, agreed, so everyone's on the same page, realistic, so it's not some impossible dream, and finally, time-bound, so you have a deadline to work towards.
And this slide, this just shows the difference perfectly. Look at this. On one side, you have this vague wish to improve market share. Okay, how? By when? But look at the other side, to increase sales by 3% over the next 18 months. Boom. That's a target. It's specific, you can measure it, and it's got a deadline. Now you know what to do.
All right, let's bring it all home in our final section and see how all this stuff plays out in the real world. What kind of objectives are businesses actually setting for themselves?
Now, most people just assume it's all about profit. And yeah, profit is a huge piece of the pie. But the truth is, businesses are juggling a lot of different goals at once. Growth is another big one, just getting bigger. And for a brand new company, honestly, just plain old survival might be the #1 goal.
And then you have cash flow. Oh man, this one is so critical. A business can technically be profitable on paper, making more than it spends, but if it doesn't have actual cash in the bank to pay its rent, its employees, and its suppliers on time, it will fail. Cash flow is literally the lifeblood of a business. And these days, we're seeing this massive shift towards social and ethical goals. It's not just about the money anymore. When a huge company like H&M sets targets to improve its supply chain and be better for the environment, that's them saying that real, long-term success means being a responsible and sustainable business.
So if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's that having a clear direction, from that big, inspiring mission all the way down to those detailed, smart goals, that's what separates the businesses that thrive from the ones that just drift. And that leaves us with one last thing for you to think about. If you were to start a business right now, today, what would its purpose be? What would be your mission?